Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me for another episode today. This is going to be a little bit of a mishmash episode. Have a couple things I want to touch on. I'm going to get into some pack rips. I have these three kind of random stray packs here that have been sitting around on the shelf where I keep my pack stash here at Shoebox Legends World Headquarters. So we're going to rip into those. I have another PSA slab that I've never shown on the channel before that we're going to take a look at as well. But before we get to any of that, I wanted to do a shout out this morning, and this is something that I want to get in the habit of doing more often. So today's shout out goes to Billy's Card Corner. And the reason I wanted to shout out Billy, he is just starting on his YouTube journey with his channel. He's launched it only a few days ago now. Billy had reached out to me in the comments on one of my videos maybe a week or two ago. Just letting me know that he's kind of been lurking in the comments and watching a lot of videos on a lot of different YouTube channels and is thinking about kind of jumping into the fray, I guess, so to speak. And so I got back to Billy. I respond to all the comments on this channel, in case you haven't noticed. It does take me a couple days sometimes. Life gets busy, but just want to let you know, if you are kind enough to leave me a comment here on any of my videos, you will hear back from me. I promise you that. I appreciate each and every comment and the valuable time that any of you spend stopping by to look at my collection and listen to me talk the hobby. So I got back to Billy and I just encouraged him to jump in, which is what I would tell anybody who is considering starting up a YouTube channel. It does not take much to get started. I'm over 300 episodes in now, and I have shot every one of these episodes on a basic little card stand that's on a stack of books here on my home desk. And I'll kind of lift this up here for a second and show you like a behind the scenes, but I mean, this is it. Like, this is what I use. I have a pile of books here and I have a card stand and I just rest my phone in it and take videos. So, you know, in this day and age, I think everybody, you know, pretty much for the most part probably has a smartphone of some sort. And so I would just encourage you to jump right in. The community is great. There's no wrong way to do it. You won't be judged harshly, and I can guarantee that you'll make a lot of friends and probably get to exchange a lot of nice cardboard as well. So welcome, Billy, to the community. Please do me a favor and check the link below and go give Billy a visit and maybe even a sub. It would mean the world. I think all of us who have channels remember starting off and trying to get traction early on and people to notice what we're doing. And so Billy has just one video out so far, but he's planning on making them weekly. And I would really appreciate it. And I know he would as well if you would hop over there and show him some support. Billy is a Braves fan, so that's why I have the backdrop up that I do today of this nice Freddie Freeman Atomic rookie and this Hank Aaron All-Star card, the very first All-Star card that Topps ever produced back in 1958. So great job with your first video, Billy. In addition to being a Braves fan and collecting a few different Braves players, Freddie included, he also is a fan of Hall of Fame relics, which is pretty neat. And he's got a lot of nice stuff coming. So Billy, congratulations. Really glad you decided to join us. I will certainly be following along, and hopefully a few more folks will be as well after this morning's video. So with that out of the way, let's get to some of these packs. So these I just grabbed off the shelf. There's nothing that special here. This is a best minor league pack that I think I got for $0.25 or 50 cents at a hobby shop up in Massachusetts last year. I've opened a couple of these before. They just have plain photographs, but it's kind of neat. See some players before they debuted. Here's Rex de la Nunez. Never heard of him, but I'll probably send this one off to Peeps. That looks like a Twins-related team. Here's Mike Maxudian of the Knoxville Blue Jays. Edwin Marquez of the Jacksonville Expos. And the great, you know, minor league outfield wall advertisements that we all know so well. Tony Eusebio, the Mudcats, Columbus Mudcats. Great team name right there. Kind of a nice catcher card. I love the helmet here. Next up, we got Don Stanford. Not the most flattering photo of him that's ever been taken, I'm sure. Sean Hayden of the Wausau Timbers with a concrete wall behind him. Here's Scott posing with the Charlestown Wheelers, and it's kind of neat. You have his name up on the scoreboard there in the background. Carlos Maldonado for the Memphis Chicks. You got Royce Clayton. There's a guy who I remember actually making the show, and played as him quite a bit in Ken Griffey Jr. baseball for the Super Nintendo back in the early 90s. There's a Mike Curtis, Tim Mauser, and then in front of that same concrete wall, we have Pat Linen. So that was far from the most exciting pack, I'll admit it. I'm probably going to just pack those up and ship those out of the house to somebody who's looking for bulk cards. Next up here, we have an 88 O-Pee-Chee hockey stickers. These came from my buddy Caleb in a very thoughtful care package that he sent my way recently. So I've been anxious to tear into these. This was right in my heyday of collecting hockey cards, but I don't recall ever having opened a pack of this stuff. Lost one card to the gum here, and it looks like maybe that's a Grant Fuhr sticker on the back. This gum is not coming off. It is rock hard, but pretty cool. That one's going to get tossed most likely. And then here are the stickers. So some of these are dual player stickers, and I'm not going to recognize all these guys from the front, to be honest with you. And actually, it doesn't look like it gives you the names on the back either. So some of these will have to remain a mystery until I catalog them after the video today. Do recognize Grant Fuhr, the very successful goaltender for the Oilers throughout the 80s. And then here we have Hall of Famer Joe Nieuwendyk, and on the left side, Mike Ridley. And the Nieuwendyk is some kind of a gold background card. And then on the back of this one, we have Jeff Sharples, a name that's definitely been forgotten to the sands of time, but pretty cool. I appreciate the exposure to that product. Always like ripping something new that I haven't had any experience with, so those are kind of fun. And then last but not least, I've shown these once or twice before, these Helmar cards. So these were produced by a company in the Midwest and included in like snack foods, at least this initial issue back in the day. They still make a lot of really nice custom cards available on eBay every Tuesday night, although I believe they're moving to their own private auction service on future weeks. But what's neat about this, I've talked about these before, but sometimes you get these packs and they still actually have like the snack food crumbs inside the fold of the wrapper there, and that is definitely the case here. So these span all different sports, and you got boxers in here, turn of the century ball players, just pretty cool subject matter. They have original artwork and they're very small in size. So here's one, Primo Carnera, heavyweight champion of the world. Love the artwork there. They just do really quality stuff. Really enjoy Helmar. Here's a great catchers painting featuring Daniels of the Negro League. So that's awesome. Don't get a lot of Negro Leagues cards in my collection, or many opportunities to add them. So that's the kind of thing that, again, is just really unique that you'll find in Helmar product. And I don't believe I have this one, which is great. And then this one here is a dupe. I recognize this one, but a really cool card. Another boxer, Max Schmeling, heavyweight champion of the world. So unique 3-card pack there. These are really fun. I think I got this for my dad as a birthday gift way back when, but kind of slowly accumulating the set. I'm not working, all that hard on it because they're not really easy to find, believe it or not, but do have a couple packs left over even after this one that I'll be getting to someday in the future. And then last but not least, to close it out here today, have a new slab. It's not new, I bought it years back, but I've never shown it on the YouTube channel, and given that I gave Billy a shout out today, who's a Braves fan, seemed like the perfect day to show it off. So let's make a little space here. I'm gonna grab a stand. And this slab features one of the greatest left-handed pitchers of all time, and probably not hard to predict who it is with the hints of Braves and best left-hander of all time. But from the 1954 Topps release, it is, of course, Warren Spahn. So love this card. I'm a fan of 54. I'm not pursuing it with as much, vigor as I am other sets from the 50s, such as 53 or 59 Topps, for example. But Just love this release, and of course it contains the famed Hank Aaron rookie card, so it's very popular with Braves fans and vintage collectors for that reason, and was very happy number of months back, or maybe even years back now, to be able to pick up this nice quality looking PSA 4 of Warren Spahn. And if this looks off-center to you, top to bottom, as most vintage collectors will know, that's not the case. There was no white border along the top of the card in 1954 Topps. This is actually a pretty decently centered copy of a nice card of the famed Southpaw. So that is a wrap for today. Just wanted to give Billy a shout out, tear open a couple packs, and look at a nice slab. So again, please do me and Billy the favor of going to check out Billy's Card Corner. And in the meantime, I will certainly be back with some more sports card content. Until then, take care and happy collecting.